A position change gives Oklahoma a brand new tight end. All-conference team is released for the Big 12. Meet the Sooners Day has been set. And, of course, we've got our CCM Summer Survey question brought to you by the Austin Box Foundation that we want to throw at you here in just a second. What's up, Oklahoma fans? I'm Matt Hofeld. I know it's been a couple weeks since we've been with you for a YouTube video, and I do appreciate all those who are subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you're not subscribing yet, what are you waiting on? Great content coming up for you as the Sooners get ready to head into the fall football season. As the new numbers were released for the new rosters this last week, one thing that was noticeable in there that is former defensive end Geno Grissom has changed positions to tight end. Interesting switch here because, well, there's really two schools of thought about this. The first school of thought is this, that the Oklahoma's coaching staff has enough faith in current defensive ends R.J. Washington, David King, and newcomer Chaz Nelson to let Grissom go to be a part of the offensive side of the football. Or the other school of thought is that new tight ends, Brandon Green and Taylor McNamara, just aren't where Oklahoma feels they need to be at that position. Taylor McNamara looked good in the spring game back in April. Brandon Green was brought in for a blocking tight end, and from all understandings, that's exactly the position that we feel that the coaches are moving Grissom over to take over. So one way or the other, we're going to find out. One thing we do know for sure is that Courtney Gardner, the JUCO receiver coming in, also wears number 85, the same number as Grissom. So one of those guys is going to have to switch the numbers. I tell you who we do know won't be wearing number 85 this fall for the Sooners, and that is Ryan Broyles, who's moved on to the NFL. Congratulations to our man Ryan Broyles for getting married this past week. All-conference team is released this week from the Big 12. 5 Sooners make the list on the offensive side of the ball. Offensive lineman Ben Hayburn, Gabe Eichert mentioned first team. Kenny Stills, wide receiver, also mentioned first team. On the defensive side of the ball, Jamarcus Farland and safety Tony Jefferson make the first team cut. Also, a preseason award given out to Oklahoma receiver Trey Metoyer, who was named the Big 12 Newcomer of the Year preseason. Take it for what it's worth, but congratulations to Trey Metoyer for getting your first award as a member of the Oklahoma Sooners and in the Big 12 Conference. Meet the Sooners Day has been set Saturday, August 4th. Hey, let me remind all of you guys, this is an event for children. Okay. CCM Summer Survey brought to you by the Austin Box 12 Foundation. Find a way to support the Austin Box 12 Foundation. We'll have links below this video post. You can get bracelets, t-shirts, so forth with your donation to help a worthy cause and continuing education for Oklahoma high school students from the Enid area. Here's our question. Of all the coaches in the Big 12, you've got one game, an important game. We can make it a national championship game if you'd like. Bob Stoops cannot roam the sidelines. Which Big 12 coach would you like to see on the sidelines wearing the crimson and cream? Now, I'm going to throw out 2 right now that just are not going to be qualifiers, okay? Just take it for what it is. They won't even be on the list. You can't vote for them, and if you write them in, we'll ban you forever from CCM. No, we won't really ban you, but there's two guys that you can't. They're just, no. I think you know who they are. Mac Brown, even though he already has worn the crimson and cream, member of Bear Switzer staff in 1985 when the Sooners won the national championship, definitely not a qualifier. I think the world would explode if Mac Brown coached for the Oklahoma Sooners. The other guy, Oklahoma head coach Mike Gundy, just for the same obvious reasons, not a qualifier. Wouldn't want him anyway. But there's some interesting names out there beyond that. Keep in mind that TCU is now a part of the Big 12, and I've always been a fan of Gary Patterson and what he's done with the Horned Frogs. Another option out there would be Iowa State head coach Paul Rhodes. A great guy, a great coach, does a tremendous job with what he has there in Ames, Iowa. Then there's Bill Snyder, Bob Stoops' mentor. Who wouldn't want Bill Snyder to coach for them? Other options are out there. You make the pick. You let us know whether you want Art Browse from Baylor or whoever. Who would you pick to coach the Sooners out of the Big 12 Conference? Who would you pick to coach the Sooners in a one-game situation? Thanks again.